All right, so for cursive day 2, we are going to do a quick review, and then I'm going to teach you 4 new letters that have a different pattern of movement. So our first letters, Eli, are all loopy letters. So we start at the bottom, make a loop for E, tall loop for tall loop for L, and a closed, oops, that was bad, a closed line. Man, it's so hard to write on this screen, I'm sorry. There, that's a good one. Okay, no circle, no hole for an I. You just go up and then straight back down. So all of those are a simple start at the bottom, go up, end at the bottom. So an A, a C, a G, and a D are going to be a little bit different. We're going to have to trace a little bit. So we're going to start at the bottom like always, and we're going to start off with an A. So if I come up to the top, I'm going to trace back around, come up, and there's my A. So again, it's really hard. My computer's broken, so I can't use it like a tablet. So I'm trying really hard to write with my stylus on a screen. So I'm sorry that my handwriting's bad. I'm going to start at the bottom. I go up, come back around, and then come back down. Try to keep this gap from not being there like on this one. So I'm going up, back down, and around. So if I want to try all, A, L, L, I've learned all those letters. I can make my A and then continue. You just don't lift your pencil up or your pen up. You're just going to form your letters and then form your next letter. That's it. Okay, for a C, it's very similar to an A, except we're going to go up and over, and then when we come back, we're not going to come up and connect it up here. So a C, we come up, just like an A, come back down, and move on. So we're not going to close it right here like we did with the A. So a C comes up, down, and around. So let's say I want to write the word call, C-A-L-L. I'm going to start with my C, go back up for my A, and then do my 2 tall loops for L's, and I have the word call. So see how C and A are both formed the same way. You go up, and then you have to come back around. Up, come back around. So for cursive, you're trying to never lift your pencil or pen up. Everything is fluent. It all goes in one fluid motion, so we're trying to make sure that they can connect. So a G is very similar to both of these letters, except we're going to go below the line. So notice that I'm not going tall because A, C, and G are not tall letters. They would only go halfway up if we had the dotted line like the little kids have. So for G, we're going to go up just like we do for an A. And then when we come back, we're going to go connect the circle. And then we're going to go down below the line just like a print G does. So this one has some steps that you'll have to remember. So we go up and around, kind of looks like an A, but then we're going to go down to make our little thing that goes below the line. So we pretty much make an A, but then we're going to go down to make our G. Down instead of moving on. So let's see. Can I write any letters? G A L L, like a gallbladder. Maybe you've heard that. It's a body part. So if I write gall, I go back up. And notice that my L's are up tall again. I should have touched the line. So, gel, like hair gel. We go down and then make our short loop and our tall loop for our EL. So cursive isn't that hard. You just have to remember how to make each letter. So if you get finished today and want to try to come up with more words and send them to me, I'll give you dojo points. So a D is the same thing as an A, except we're going to make it tall. So I'm going to start at the bottom, make my up and back, and then I'm going to go up tall and come back down. Just like that. So if I want to write dad, I'm going to start at the bottom, go up, come back around, go all the way to the top, and then I have to make my A, dad. Or I could write dill, like dill pickles. So I'm going to start at the bottom, come up, go up tall, make my short line, my 2 loops, come back, and dot it, dill pickles. So I made another line so that we could come up with more words. Let's see if we can come up with one with more letters in it. What about, we have call, we have all, we have ill, we have dill, we have, what about, this is a lot easier in class when you guys come up with the words for me. What about dig? We can do up and up tall, dig. We can write dig. We can write gill, like fish gills. We go up and over, down, make our I and our 2 tall L's, gill. So I want you to go through and see if you can come up with any other letters or any other words with our combination of letters that we have so far. We have E, L, I, A, C, G, and D. And on Friday, I'll give you a few more letters to practice. Go work, guys.